What's up guys, welcome to another exciting video of Life with Betali. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Can you imagine that? So it's as simple as that. Just hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified every time I post a new video. And with that, let's get into today's video. So many of you guys have been asking me on Instagram. Oh, by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram account is Her Life to Betali, so you can go over there and follow me. You can follow me on TikTok, Betali the MUA, and yeah, I think those are the social media platforms that I'm currently active on. So a lot of you guys have been asking me on Instagram, oh, I would like to study abroad, what do I need, I'm scared, and what documentation do I need, where do I start? So I'm here, guys, to answer all of your questions. First of all, there's nothing to be afraid of. No, it feels scary when you don't know what's waiting for you on the other side, but I can promise you that as long as you do all the preparations required of you, you will be fine. I promise you, you will be fine. And I know people have different experiences about studying abroad, and I know it's different for everyone, but from my own experience, I know that it's possible. I know there are challenges. I'm not saying that there are no challenges, but I know it's possible for you to flourish. I know that it's possible to enjoy your study abroad experience. It doesn't always have to be a negative experience, and like I keep telling you guys, whenever you listen to anyone else's experience, don't let it keep you from having your own experience or your own sentiments about an experience, okay? With that said, let's talk about the whole process. So you want to study abroad and you don't know where to start. First of all, think about where you want to be in the future, what career trajectory you want to take, which areas you see yourself working in, and let that inform you about the decisions that you need to make today. For instance, I'm currently studying my master's. I did my undergrad in Kenya at the University of Nairobi. So at the time I was thinking about pursuing a master's program, I thought about myself in the next 5 years and where I see myself working and what I see myself doing, and that informed the decision of the program I decided to choose or to apply for my postgraduate studies. So you want to identify which areas you want to work in and select a program in that area that you would like to study, okay? So once you do that, then you begin to scout for schools that offer that program in whichever country you want to go to. It could be the UK, it could be the US, it could be Canada, it could be Australia. So you think about those countries, do some research, do lots of research about student experience in all of these countries. So you want to do as much research as you can about these areas and then identify. You could even apply to schools in Australia and the US and the UK. So it's not a bad thing to cast your net far and wide. So once you've begun to scout schools that you want to apply to, then you begin the application process. So here's what I would also recommend. Applying to one school can be a little risky because if they deny you chance, that means you have to wait another year to apply, except for universities that take applications on a rolling basis. That means they are always accepting applications all year, which may also be few and also depends with your program. So I would recommend applying to at least more than one school, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you can, 7, 10. People go as far and as wide as they possibly can. In my case, I applied to 4 universities only, and I shared with you guys that I got acceptance in all of the universities, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, so once you have identified the schools that you want to apply to, then you begin the application process. And usually these application processes are very direct and easy to fill. Actually, probably the most bunch of work would be writing your personal statements and aligning them to the goals and the vision that you have for yourself in the next few years. So you have to prepare to write a personal statement. I know there are people who offer such services to kind of help you curate the best personal statement to guarantee you an upper hand in your applications. I actually got help from Impact Global to be able to curate a personal statement that would fit all of the applications I had at that time. So ideally you create a profile in that university, and then as you fill in your details, it gets saved automatically in the application, so you can always go back to your application and keep adding the details. Be sure to always check the deadlines, especially the priority deadlines for your program, because if you'd like to be considered for scholarship, which we can talk about in length on another video, you want to make sure that you send in your application within that timeline. So if you're thinking about, for instance, joining in 2024 for fall semester, right now, this is, by the time I'm recording this, is around 15th of January. That's where most universities are closing their priority deadline. So you want to have applied within December, January, at least until now, to be considered for scholarship. Otherwise, if you'd like to join in fall of 2025, then you want to begin your applications in December of 2024. So you want to always make sure that you start your preparations as early as you can. And most of you have really asked about scholarship, if you get full scholarship. Well, I'll tell you for sure that it's really hard to get full scholarships at the moment, but in my case, I had partial scholarship, and once I got to my university, I explained my situation and I was able to get more offer in scholarship, which I'm really grateful for, because then that allows me to comfortably study. So I would tell you that any scholarship amount goes a long way, but you also have to prepare financially for your study abroad, and just make sure that by the time you're coming, you'll be as comfortable as you can. Once you've completed your applications, then you'll have to wait a period of time, which will be communicated by your university, to get your responses. In that period, you also want to make sure all your travel documents are in order, you have your passport, and you're preparing to, to get the outcome of your application. I would say don't be discouraged. Don't let any of these processes discourage you, or don't feel bad when you don't get accepted in one university, or you don't get accepted in all of the universities. You keep trying and you keep trying, okay? Again, sometimes when you send in your application before priority deadline, you can get access to fee waivers. So be sure to always check the university's website and look for that kind of information. And also, most of these universities leave a contact to the admissions office, so you can freely shoot an email and ask questions, can I get a waiver, and things like that. So don't be afraid to ask from the universities or the prospect universities that you're looking to apply to. Once that's done and you get a 20 from your school, that's it. That's if you get admission and you begin the process. Then once you get the I-20, you're good to go, you're ready to travel. So you want to make sure that you're always in communication with your university, asking any questions concerning the immigration process. These universities have people that are always ready to help students. Most of them have faculty that just deals with international students, so you're sure to get support, as much support as you require as an international student. So I hope by saying this, I'm giving you a bit of courage to know that you'll not be the first one, you'll not be alone. There's so much support and there's so much for you to see on this other side. So I hope this video helped to shed some light on some of the questions that you might be having about where to start in the process of studying abroad. If you do have any more questions, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to do another video just to answer your questions. But let me just encourage you that if you have a dream, then it's your duty to pursue against all odds, and all things are possible with God. So have faith and put your best foot forward. And you never know, we'll read about you in the news, or we read about you in the paper. Anything is possible. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I will see you in the next one.